Okay, so we're live. Something you guys been waiting for. We've been posting on social media about our podcast is launching today. Actually, it's what?
My birthday.
31. Yes, that's 31. WON, because you definitely won.
Yes.
So let's just jump right into it. 2022 really took me out of there with so many things happening, changes. But I think it set me up for success for what I want to do for 2023 with my goals. Speaking of goals, Ty, do you set goals or New Year's resolution? I know we're almost halfway through the month, so type in the chat do you set goals or New Year's resolutions? But let's talk about us.
I set goals. New Year's resolutions are very blah to me. I feel like they are very an open-ended question that closes quickly. And you don't want that to happen. With a goal, you can set a date, a time frame, and you can work through it through the whole year. With your New Year's resolution, it's I'm gonna go to the gym in January. Okay, January's over. What are we doing in February?
Right. Just and this is no offense to people who always set goals I'm going to the gym in January and in February.
People because they be blocking.
I know. But it's for me. I definitely set goals. I have quarterly goals, and I actually do a manifestation board and have quarterly goals of what I want to achieve each goal for each quarter. I think that's easier, and it kind of put things in boxes. Okay, I'm gonna do this half of the year, this half of the year. And one of my goals is really to be a lot more involved with my business. I think I have neglected it for quite some time. But I think this year I'm really going to give that, the time and energy that it needs. So, what are some of your goals? Let us know in the chat.
That's great. Well, Aubrey, why have you been neglecting your business? I feel like there's no better time than the present. And if you are absolute in what you want to do, what's stopping you from doing those things?
So so let me kind of clarify. I won't say I neglected the business. I feel like I haven't branded myself in a way that needs to be branded. A lot of people know who I am. Some people have called me for my services, but I think once you get down to the nitty gritty of what I can offer, a lot of people don't know that. Okay. It's almost like a word of mouth or a friend of a friend. But I haven't really branded myself in a way where Black Consulting Group is a global business, because it is. I have clients all over, but it's just I'm going under Aubrey. Aubrey, this is Aubrey. So I think that's will be definitely one of my focuses. My focus for quarter one.
Okay, that's a good goal to have, and I support it. I think I can relate in the same way. Being a life coach, it is kind of hard to separate Tynell from Tynell, the life coach. People always will call and be like, okay, I want X, Y, and Z. But then when the business comes to play, it doesn't separate itself. It kind of falls into one. I do want to separate it so that people can distinguish between the two.
Okay. So I definitely think, as I'm hearing you say that, definitely just creating boundaries, boundaries for people, and they know that this is Tynell, the life coach, and this is Tynell.
Right.
And I think it's also one of the things that my sister Zach always talk about is code switching. It's boundaries and code switching and being able to know how. And I think a lot of our friends and family, because they grew up and noticed us as oh, that's Tynell, oh, that's Aubrey, they don't see us outside of that.
Right.
Or their friends and family don't see outside of that. And it's it's hard to be able to conduct business because they see you as Tynell.
Yeah,
the person
sister,
right.
Yeah. No, I get that completely. But let's jump into some other stuff. So today is my birthday. He's right. I am 31 today.
Yeah.
Don't look at because I look fabulous, Black. But birthdays for me are bittersweet. I never get excited about my birthday, so Aubrey had to talk me into this on my birthday to make me kind of get into the spirit of it. Because I'm definitely feeling like I want to be in my bed with my blanket pulled over my head. But we're not going to do that this year. This year, I'm going to be open to what the universe is opening up to me. And so let's throw some questions out there. Whatever you guys want to know, we're going to answer them, whether it's in this episode or in the next episode.
Absolutely.
We definitely want to be as transparent as possible and as open as possible to make this fun and enjoyable for everybody.
Yeah, so this is basically a welcome. Like, you get to know who we are, a little bit about us. So just a little about me. I am a fashion producer, creative director, and educator, and been doing this for about 15 years. And believe it or not, yes, I've been doing it for 15 years, working with brands like Ashley Stewart, Lane Bryant, MVP Collection, producing the National Curves Day Fashion Show, working with Speak Out with the IM Awards, and the list goes on.
You had two that
I know.
Hey.
And recently in November, I was actually honored at the Full Figure Industry Awards for the community partner. It was just a beautiful thing to be honored by a community that I love dearly, which is the big and tall and plus size industry. The award was presented by one of my long family and partners, MVP Collection. So I'm super, super excited of what, I'm super, super excited on what to come for this year in 2023, whether it's my businesses and definitely this podcast, because we got some guests for you guys.
Yes, the Built Differently Now podcast is going to be great. I think it's going to be something that you haven't seen before, something that's different, as in the title. We're going to give you fun, we're going to give you fashion, we're going to give you finance, we're going to give you freedom. And those are some of the things that I think we all expect in 2023 or in general in life. I don't think we should just label it into a year, because we think that this podcast is going to be bigger than just 2023. It's something that we plan on being for a long-term thing. Who knows? We'll see how it goes.
Right. And we definitely going to be transparent. We definitely going to tell you our opinion and also give you the facts.
Absolutely.
So, again, welcome. Follow, share, tell a friend.
Grab a drink. We are. Yeah. So, Aubrey, how is your dating life?
Oh, wow. That is interesting. My dating life. To be transparent, I think that I tried it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like at this current moment, it's not for me.
Okay.
And the reason being because of my goals and where I'm trying to see myself in the next year. Because at 35, I'm trying to work completely for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually in about 17 months.
All right.
So with that being the end goal, I really don't have much time for trying to get to know a person. Like, I've been there, done that. I mean, it is what it is. So I think, yeah, dating is just not for me. I'm not good at it. That's just one part of my life that I feel like I'm not good at it. So if y'all got some tips for me, I'm a single man. Y'all got some tips? Slide in my DM. Like,
and I know that's a weird segue, but on one of our episodes that's coming up, we will have a dating coach on, and he is phenomenal. He's going to give you great tips on your relationships, on how to start dating, how to keep the fire going while dating, and how to make the conversation move so that you don't feel like you're just sitting there looking in dead space. So it's very important to be open about your dating life. I think it's important, although I am not dating and have no desire to.
so we kind of connect on that.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like for me, even though I'm 31, I'm very young and I do have time. I'm focused on being a great mother. I'm focused on being a businesswoman. I'm focused on so many other things that if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not a thing that will break my heart if it does not happen tomorrow. Point blank, period.
So I'm gonna be a little honest. At one point, I did want to date and like explore that, and I think I did, but it just—I don't know. It just didn't work for me. Like, and maybe it's me. And I'm just go ahead and say it's me. And because it just didn't work in my favor, and I'm definitely a type of individual that like to control situations, so that probably was part of whatever happened. But I'm dating myself.
That's a good place to start. There's nothing wrong with dating yourself. I'm a firm believer. Take yourself to the movies, go to the bar, go shopping by yourself.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something. I've been on some of the best vacations of my life by myself because I was dating myself. I don't have to check in with anybody. Nobody has to tell me what time the flight leaves. I can go to sleep when I feel like it, drink all day if I feel like it, take as many excursions, and flirt with whomever I feel like when I feel like doing that. Because guess what? I am dating me. So, Aubrey, what makes you build differently?
Oh, and what way? What way are you saying?
In all ways, like what sets you apart from everybody else? To the fact that the title of our podcast is built differently for a reason, and I think that people should know why.
Do you sing? You sing? Yes, I have this crop jacket from an indie black designer that's in Target. Go get it, Sammy. But to answer your question, I'm built differently because of how I show up. When I show up, I'm going to show out. A lot of people may seem that it's extra or whatever, but I'm comfortable in my skin. Shameless plug. I'm comfortable when I show up. I'm going to be fashion forward. I'm going to be different. My fashion speaks for itself before my mouth even speaks. For me, I always say it's all about first impression. So when people see me, they instantly know that he's well dressed.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what set me apart from a lot of people. And then it's my brain. Like, I'm a very creative person, and I think of creative things off the top of my head. A lot of my clients, they like that. A lot of my friends like that we can be in conversation and I would get a whole creative idea just in a conversation. And it's so weird that I can't turn my brain off. And sometimes it's kind of gift and a curse because it's like, I'm always thinking. And sometimes it may come across as me overthinking, but yeah, check my resume.
Period. This fucking guy.
1 second, please hold.
It's the please hold for me. Mm-hmm. I mean, we can always re-record it. I don't think Zach can be able. I thought she was coming with a snack. I'm hungry.
I was saying. I gotta know. So, yes. That was a commercial break.
It's the commercial break.
But so yeah, what makes you build differently?
I think for me, with the way I was raised, with the way that I've taken adversity and trauma and turned to my pain into a purpose, it makes me build different. I don't take no for an answer. When there's a no, there's always a yes in that no. I think that people sometimes will get discouraged, but your failures make it possible for you to succeed. If you've never failed at anything, you won't succeed at anything because you don't know what it's like to be told no. And then when you finally do get that no, it is like it's hard to come back from. And so since I'm a person that has been told no several times, you wouldn't think that, but you know, it's true. It's only made me want to push harder, want to work harder, want to do more and do better, especially in my businesses, in my day-to-day life. I was a person that was raised to be exceptional in everything that I do. I mean, everything. So with that being said, I give it 110% regardless. Except in the work setting, I'm not going to lie. I learned early in life, you don't give those people 100%. You give them like 45 and then you give them like an extra 2% every now and again. And then they think you give them 100%. They get excited when you do a little extra when you're really doing like 20. But for me, it's like coming up for fresh air after a storm.
Okay.
And so with that being said, I just think that it's very important to be my most authentic self, whether I'm dressed up or whether I'm in a comfy fit like I'm in today. I'm going to own it. You're going to see titties all the time because that's, you know, what you see first. It's first, but I'm always gonna be lively. I'm always gonna come into the room, and you're gonna know when I'm in the room, and it's gonna make so much sense. And I'm gonna bring laughter. I'm gonna bring joy. I'm gonna bring happiness. I'm gonna bring, everything that I offer. You're gonna see it once I walk in. So that's what makes me built differently.
And y'all heard it from the birthday girl herself. 31. So, as you know, we talk about all topics here. So, how's your sex life?
It's real boring. It's giving dry January, and not just the liquor. Honestly, no. I am open to an interest in sex life. I'm just not interested in a relationship, and that's the problem. I think for me, a lot of guys think that if they ask about sex, then it's gonna be a no. I honestly would rather be the guy in a situation where let's have sex and you go home, and I don't have to talk to you for like the next day or two until I'm ready to talk to you again.
Wow.
And then I'm be mad because if it's not good, then I'm gonna want my fuck back. And so I'm just not interested in that. So right now I'm celibate. I'm enjoying this celibacy journey. I've been celibate since October, right?
I think so.
October 1st, or maybe like end of September-ish. And it's giving like a moment of clarity. So I'm not celibate because like I'm on this Christian journey or anything like that. I think for me, when I take the vow of celibacy, it's more so that I can pour into other things as opposed to pouring into someone else. And that soul time thing is very, very serious. Like I don't think a lot of people put enough onto that because you don't want to bond with somebody's bad spirit. And
absolutely. Like
I don't got the time to be saging. I don't got time to be praying the crazy away. And I don't got time for people to be addicted to all of this because it's very much addictive. And if I don't want to see you no more, I'm just not going to answer my phone. I'm not going to block you. No response is a response. Or 2023.
It is.
And so if I have not called you this year, if I have not texted you, if I have not responded to your email, just know that I left you in last year. So don't call me because I'm not going to call you.
And just like that.
So how's your sex life? I mean, I know you're not dating. I know you're not in a relationship. But what's going on with Aubrey?
That is really funny that you say that. It's hilarious because some people call me Sister Mary Clarence because I don't do anything.
It's Sister Mary Clarence.
And I was like, when I asked them like, what is like the reference? Like, tell me, man. They was like, Aubrey, you does nothing. You don't have any fun. You does absolutely nothing. I remember like a few years, like not even a few years, maybe like a year or two ago, like Tynell, they used to be like, you're intern, like you're intern to this.
Because we had the Rachel hoes, girl.
Yes,
You remember Rachel hoes?
Yes, I did.
Even though we're not hoes, let's be very clear. It was just like a fun twist on words because at the time I think we were all kind of like prudes.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was going through my hot whole summer.
You were. I was.
Because I had a bad breakup, so I was like, you know what, hot whole summer.
So my sex life is boring because, again, like, I feel like that soul time thing, I have to get to know a person. Mm-hmm. It's boring. And I'm okay with that. But my thing is, I'm okay with that. Like, it's funny to, like, hear other people's stories or what they're doing. I live vicariously through them, baby. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. But yeah, for me, I gotta get to know a person. I have to feel like I'm comfortable. It's a bond. It's some type of connection before I like go there with them.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think I used to be that way.
And I don't have nobody on my list right now. So
I used to be that way. I used to be like a serial monogamous.
Because it says 28 minutes.
Okay, interesting. So we should put this aside. My drink is empty.
Mine's is too. We be back.
Intermission.
Intermission. We can see what we can look. I mean, we're gonna have to chop in and edit it anyway.
Cut off and me try. What's this?
That's what's supposed to I was supposed to mix with a cocktail. I need Zach to bring the Tito's.
Did you tell her that? She probably already on the way.
What time she said she was coming?
She didn't tell me, but you told her a specific time.
I told her 5 o'clock.
Okay, what's up? I can't have Tito's because I'm drinking dark. I gotta wait around if I'm done.
It's gonna be meal prep and motherfucking lunch.
I should have had me a snack ready. I'm hungry. That's what I should have. I should say, oh, we did this snack today.
So I have broccoli, I have salmon.
Give me a little pinch of cranberry. What's in those bottles? Those are cute.
What are them?
They don't know.
These one?
Sure. What kind are they?
I ain't broke it. I bought one broke.
Can you tell you what's in it?
Sure, I know this one has ginger in it. It's not the best. It's healthy for you. It's healthy.
What's in it besides ginger?
Ginger, blueberries, raspberries. It's healthy for
This
you.
one's not the best, so you can give it away. That's the first one you offered me.
No,
You ain't
I
shit.
gave that one.
You ain't shit.
She was like,
Oh, y'all heard me say he ain't shit because he ain't.
oh, I got weed on my glass. I'm putting cranberry in here.
He's a prude.
I sure am.
Why is the ring going off? Anybody there?
Because I have a camera in my house.
Oh. My earring was coming off. It's cute. It's there.
Ooh, I can do some baked potatoes. Because I was like, I don't have no rice. Should I can just season up some of these potatoes?
For now?
Yeah.
That's about food for right now. I'm hungry.
After the podcast, I'll look up something real quick.
I did not eat today. Don't beat me. I just forgot. I said I forgot. I fed the kids. Don't I get credit for that? They ain't serious.
It's behind the scenes. Over here looks crazy.
The right here is giving shake today. I can't believe you haven't found a place for my birthday dinner. Where my gifts at? It's my birthday. I should be able to open them.
Nope. That's why one of my rooms is closed.
Wow.
Put the rest of the stuff together.
It's giving my feelings are hurt.
It's giving you'll be all right.
It's my birthday. Why can't I open my gift?
It's not your birthday.
It is my birthday.
For
all
the
intents
show, it is.
I can open that one. It's like
all
Christmas
of
Eve.
it.
You get one gift before your birthday. Before
That's
Christmas.
all gonna be.
It's like Christmas Eve. This is birthday Eve. Did you know you answered?
No, because I need to put what I know.
It's birthday Eve. It's not giving black on tomorrow.
You want to see that?
Don't know. These sound good. I
Were you in Virginia? Let's look at
Virginia.
Let's look in DC.
DC got no parking. It's giving valet.
Let's give him one call.
They don't even got vegan options.
DC probably has the better options. Let's see.
Creole on 14th. That sounds fancy.
Where's it at?
I do.
Let's go there.
Vegan options are limited.
Is there pescatarian options? I'm sure it's pescatarian options. I heard about this. I was supposed to somebody told me to take somebody there on a date.
I can't get that off my phone.
You can.
I don't know how. I can't remember how to put it on there.
Because I had it and I had the girls.
See?
Okay, let's see.
Creole on 14th. Oh, okay. Okay, happy hour 50% off. It's giving Shank the name from 4 to 7.
Ah!
Let me see. The fact that I'm planning my own birthday is sickening.
Girl, just give me this thing right here.
I was looking for the menu.
Creole After Dark.
Model service.
It must. This is cute.
What's the menu? Birds. Ooh, lamb chop. Come on, lamb chop. You know how to make a lamb chop. Crab cake, salmon. Okay.
That's what it's gonna be. Creole 14.
When the lamb chops got? I want to see what they had with it. Did you make the reservation?
I'm at the door now.
Cake sandwich. That sounds good too. What do you have a Beyond Vegan burger? You know you like your Beyond Meat. That's not dirty. Panko spiced lamb chop. Marinated lamb chops with demi-glaze sauce served with Yukon Gold mashed potatoes and a veggie of the day. Ooh, oxtail stew. Stewed oxtail with your choice of signature sides. Stuffed lamb.
Can you drop me their website, please?
Stuffed lamb, Aubrey. Y'all know how I'm obsessed with lamb. It's delicious. I don't even remember where we left off at.
Mm-mm. So, I think we was talking about my sex life.
Oh, see if they got reservations for tomorrow. Let me look it up while we doing this.
No, I'm about to look it up now.
They have brunch too? Shut up. Let's see what the drinks look like. Ooh, it's called Creole Island. Grand Marnier with orange juice, lemon juice, topped off with Hennessy and truffle syrup. Come on, Bob. Voodoo Storm. That sounds good too. And they got all reservations open.
I just made reservations.
We only accept debit credit cards with a RFID chip. We only use 3 forms of payment for parties 5 or more. It's on 14th Street. Where on 14th Street? You order food? Oh, I got really excited.
It's Jeffrey.
Hey, Jeffrey Pooh.
Hi.
I thought it was food. I thought he surprised me with lunch, dinner, snack. It's the bottom button not being buttoned up. Did you put that shirt on randomly and then finish a button your clothes?
No.
You can
Just
come
do
sit
that.
down, Jeffrey. Because we
No.
was talking about food for tomorrow. So we had took a brief intermission anyway because it cut off on us because Aubrey didn't charge his laptop.
You can keep them on, honey.
Huh?
How you been, Jeffrey?
Am
Honey.
I interrupting for real? 'Cause
Honey,
y'all
we got-
quiet as-
We got to wrap up this show.
I literally was hungry, so we had stopped talking to talk about food.
We have to wrap
So
up the
is it-
show.
Is it recorded or is live?
It's gonna be pre-recorded for tomorrow because it's supposed to launch tomorrow, my birthday. But since Aubrey was like his schedule's booked and busy tomorrow, we're pre-recording today.
Okay.
And I guess he's gonna edit while he at work, not doing no work tomorrow.
Honey, you know what I do at work.
When he not doing no
You
work.
can't say that on camera. You know,
You can cut that out.
And then people be watching you.
What people be watching you? The white people?
So we was talking about my sex life. I think it was back some.
I don't recall because I feel like you said your sex life was dry. as
It
the
is.
desert,
It was. It is.
which is boring, but I'm gonna let it go.
You know it is though.
But it should be a little bit more exciting. I feel like you should go have sex with a random stranger next week. And
It's
tell
a
me how
no
it
for
is.
me.
I
It's
feel
a
like that
hard
should be
no.
really exciting. You need to change.
It's a hard
You
no.
need to change.
It's a hard
You should
no.
change.
It's a hard no.
You should change.
It's a hard no.
You've been having the same pattern all your life, and it has gotten you what results.
But it's a hard no.
But it's gotten you what results. But sex with a random stranger could be good because it could turn to something else. Let me tell you something. I had a whole situationship for like 5-6 years, and it was because sex with a random stranger, thanks to one of my good girlfriends.
So here's the thing. I have had random sex, and it just for me, it just didn't do nothing for me.
It sounds like you didn't give it all you had.
I did.
I
It
don't
did
think you
nothing
did.
for me.
I don't think you did.
So
I think at 34 you should. That should be like one of your resolutions for this year. See, look, that should be one of your goals. You should put on your goal list, have sex with a random stranger.
No.
I think I love that for you. I love that for me, so I love that for you.
No. I'm good.
Just go meet a guy at a bar. You already did this. You went to a bar, you sent a guy a drink. That was out of your comfort zone. You should have fucked him. I think that's what you should have did. I think that's what you should have did.
No, that's just not me. It's not who I am.
But it would have been fun. Think about it. It would have been a story you could have told your grandchildren.
I don't want kids.
I think you should have some.
No, so that for me.
I mean, mine's are an extension.
So there we go.
But I think you should have one of your own so that you can understand the boundaries of it. Like with my kids, like they be telling me when I look cute and when I don't. So I appreciate them, even though I'd be like, I didn't ask you for that. But I still think you should have sex with random strangers. That's nothing to do with children. You should just go have sex with a random stranger because it might be fun. You never know. It could be like, it could turn into a good friendship. I've had those too. You know, I give them numbers. None of them have names. Hell, for like a year, I didn't know half of their names. But that's not the point. The point is, you should do it, and it might be something great. I bet you're going to be like, Tanya, girl, you was right.
I'll think about it.
That's usually a no, so I'm going to need you to do it.
I'll think about it.
You're being approved, but it's okay.
Duh. They called me Sister Mary Plans for a reason.
We're not going to do that this year. I've decided that that's not what we're doing this year. The next conversation I have with you should be, I did it, girl. I did it.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
But you did it, girl. That's what I think you should. That's
no,
what the conversation
I don't
be.
want to, though.
I don't think I like the way this is ending.
Anywho. So as you guys know here, we going to talk about everything. Like, we're going to talk about our lives, your lives. This is a community show. This is a show for the people. So we talk about that, but let's pivot to another topic we talk about on the show, like finance and budgeting. Like, because we have an amazing finance person that's going to get your, when I say she's going to get your life, you're going to have to sign up for a masterclass. But one of the things I learned from her is like the 50-20, the 50-20-30. Do y'all know that? Do you know that?
I don't.
So I think I'm saying this correctly, but we're going to have her on, who's bomb.com. But 50% of your income is like for your necessities like rent, car note, things that you need, groceries. I want to say 30% of your income is like your needs, like, okay, I'm going to get these new pair of shoes. And then 20% is what you save.
Okay.
I think that's how I go, but we're going to make sure we bring her on so she can get y'all life. So like, do you have any savings goals this year?
I do actually want to save 15 grand this year. I know that sounds a little ambitious for most people, but for me, I want to be able to pay down all of my debt, which is somewhere around 72K. And that's with student loans, credit cards, my car note, and all that good stuff. I want to kind of knock that down to at least 34 by the end of the year.
Okay.
Even though I'm one of those people who like, I ain't never paying my student loans because they just gonna die with me, because who the hell said that I should go in debt because of the education that y'all told me I needed to get a job and succeed in this world?
Facts.
But I'm gonna let it go because that's just America at its finest. But I think 15K is a good goal. And right now I'm on track. Like, I've already started saving this year. I've already started transferring money into my offshore savings account, which makes it hard to transfer back because it takes 3 to 5 business days to get the money to clear, to go back into my regular account.
That offshore savings account.
Absolutely. I think everyone should have one. You never know, rainy day. And I also have money in my 401k. I have smaller investments, stocks, bonds. I think these are important things. And I also have life insurance, which a lot of people do not have.
We're going to talk about that too. We're going to have somebody on the show to talk about that, definitely, because I feel like everybody should have life insurance.
Yes.
You go out and buy these new J's, this meal, but do you have life insurance?
And life insurance can be as low as $7 a month.
Absolutely.
Depending on your age. You answer a few health questions, you figure it out, and then there is a difference. There's a term life health insurance and a whole life health insurance. Most people don't know the difference, but we're going to dive into that too on another episode. And it's great. So you guys should stay tuned.
So as we close, what is one thing you want people to remember about you?
That I'm free. You know, I think that a lot of people shy away from who they are authentically, and that's not something that I aim to do. Any way I can, I aim to be who I am and my best self. And so that's what I want people to know.
In terms of me, I want people to remember that always show up as yourself. That's one thing that I do. I show up as myself, whether it's on my good day, my bad day. You're going to get fashions, you're going to get style, you're going to get glitz, you're going to get glam. And I think for me, that's what kind of, even if I have a bad day or if I have an excited day, you won't be able to tell. One of my, she don't know she was my mentor, but if you have to cry, like go outside. Like no one should never see you sweat. So when you show up each and every day, whether it's your job, a career, whatever, you show up as your authentic self and kill it.
Absolutely. That's great advice, actually. Let me use that. Because I've cried at work a few times.
You have to walk outside. You know,
Because when I cry, it's like I'm about to tear some shit up. So
that's
typically,
when you take a little step away.
typically, if I've ever gotten to a crying point, anybody's ever seen me cry, it was like a mini meltdown. And then I cried and then I ignored everybody else the rest of the day because they didn't know when I was going to talk to them again. But I'm working on myself. That's what therapy is for. And we're going to talk about therapy too, because that's very important in the Black community.
It is. So until next time, thank you for watching.
I'm Ty.
And I'm Aubrey. And this is the Built Differently podcast. Peace.